Even if I enable the chat, it won't make any difference at all because I won't see it at the end of the video. I'm going to talk about the quarter moon. So we are right now in between a full moon that we just had um, with the sun in Sagittarius, moon in Gemini. The sun in Sagittarius, very philosophical, very expansive. We want to travel, we want to expand. We're feeling so optimistic. We want to get out there. Um, and and that is in a big broad sort of way, and Gemini is a smaller sort of way, like the little bits of information and into the smaller things like your community, your house, your neighbors, all of those types of areas. So then the new moon in Capricorn, which I made a video on, and by the way, those videos on the new moons and full moons will not be as in depth as uh, they were and not as official. Hopefully, they will be official, but really, it will blend in and it will be one in so many things that I'm going to talk about. Because why the full moons and new moons? Why not this important event that's going on? Oh, there's so many events going on, so much to talk about, right? And it needs to be organized, it needs to be structured out in that sort of way. So it'll be structured yet, you know, structured. So, anyway, that's what I wanted to start off with. Um, so today is the quarter moon. So we have this in between flavor of the sun being in Capricorn, um, and the moon being in Libra. This is not comfortable because when the sun and moon are in two cardinal signs that are not either, say, water or earth or fire or air, and they're in the same mode, they're 90 degrees, and that is a square. So the sun and moon are squaring. So Capricorn is all about business. Let's make a plan. Let's get serious. Let's be efficient. Let's keep plodding up that mountain. We need to, be serious and keep going. We can't give up. We can't, just stop along the way, because, you know, and Lewa just says, can't we just make friends, or can't we, like, let's just embrace the beauty of life. Let's just embrace the the more peaceful, the more things like relationships and art and all of those types of things that can be a little um, you know, indecisive. Like, let's not do that. Thinking about kind of the beautiful sort of things. Like I remember, and this is kind of a exaggerated, not true version, but I remember seeing Super Nanny. There was this one episode where the father was saying to the son, or the kid, "Don't do that. Don't do it." And that's how Super Nanny was making fun of her. So I thought that I would bring that in. But so this square energy. So Capricorn, independence, leadership, take control, and Libra's harmonize it, um, and all of those things. So uh, many cross the consciousness, many well done, me. So we are transitioning now. We're moving in the middle. So Libra wants to be diplomatic and all those types of things. Both of these signs are cardinal, leadership, get up and go quality, take control, initiating, beginning very strong signs. So what works for us, what doesn't work for us, what are we committed to? What are we not committed to? What are our goals? What are our plans and resolutions and what do we want to achieve, accomplish, how do we want to better our lives in the next coming year. Um, so, um, so this isn't the best time to really start something during quarter moons. It's a time for kind of reflection and integration, and just kind of laying low and contemplating and mental thinking. Um, so descend into consciousness. So um, let me see here. So with this, um, we're grasping our situations in a better way. This is the day when it's kind of a melancholy period between Christmas and between around the beginning of the new year for these next several of days. So now it's Boxing Day. People put things in boxes and return into the stores and exchange different things that don't fit do the holiday stress and all those things like that. An American going through the motions of the Christmas holidays, which revolves around the work and involves money and buying and shopping and so much of that. Okay. So anyway, um, so this occurs at 1 degree, 32 minutes of Libra, squaring the Sun at 5 degrees and 32 minutes of Capricorn, affecting people with personal planets at approximately 4 to 8 degrees of the cardinal signs, which include Aries, independence, spark to life, what we want basically, and starting our lives, initiating. Cancer is looking at the family, getting connected with our roots, and you know taking control, being involved in that area. Libra is our relationships, and Capricorn our work, our purpose, our like it rules governments, institutions. How are we going to get out into the world? How are we going to make a living? All those types of things. So, um, with this moon phase cycle, so we have some important dates to remember here. So, December 4th, 2021, 2:43 a.m., the sun conjuncts the moon, which was the new moon. And then December 10th at 8:30, 5 p.m., sun squares the moon, which is the first quarter moon, the new moon we just had. December 28th, 11:35, sun opposite the moon. Did I say the 28th? I meant the 18th. Excuse me. Then the 26th, sun squares the moon. January 2nd, sun conjuncts the moon, which would be the new moon. Okay, so that is all that I want to talk about for that, and I could go very in depth into these aspects, but thank you for tuning in.